welcome to Women's World Show. Here we use the breakthrough moment and word of a successful woman to inspire and motivate you. We measure success not by the amount of money in the pocket, but by the effort we make on daily basis to achieve our goal. We believe that every woman has a story, so share yours with us. And my name is Clara Kumbo. So joining me today is, I need to take a break. Is the only woman king that you need to know, and I'm struck to have met her. She's an entrepreneur. She's the founder of Tonto Dikeh Foundation, and she does so many amazing things. Above all things, she is an actress, a Nollywood actress that we all love on our screen. So welcome to the show, King Tonto Dikeh.
Thank you very much.
I'm really starstruck, but I'm taking it only. You know, there are some people that you meet and you think, oh my gosh, I've known this person all my life. And that is where I think that's the feeling I'm having. But it's an honor, and I appreciate
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it. You honoring our invitation. So, first of all, the obvious question I think most Nigerians want to know, because immediately after your divorce, not immediately, but a while after, you added King to your name. Why is that?
Oh, oh wow. Now I really have to explain myself.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I really don't have to.
No.
True. Well, some things are just unexplainable.
Right.
You know, it's about how you feel about yourself. It's about what you say you are. It's about what you conjure and you keep telling yourself that you are. As long as it's not hurting anybody, yeah. I'm a king.
Yeah, the only female king. Okay, and I love that name, by the way, King Tonto. So you made it official?
Yes, it's official.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
So I'm going to say, how good has motherhood been to you? Because we just say, I have a child as almost the same age as yours, and it's been good, right?
It's been really good. It's been so good. Yeah. I think that's one positive one positive aspect of my life that I cannot trade for anything in the world. Motherhood has changed me tremendously. I used to be a radical, like not the radical for Jesus, obviously. I used to be a radical, like
the Poco.
Yes. Oh yeah, you know her.
Of course, we all know Poco.
Yeah, I used to be a lot of things, yeah. But motherhood, having to be responsible for a child, another human being, and sometimes I just lay down and I say to myself, what am I leaving behind for this boy? A few dollars in the account, few connections here and there, yeah. Good love. You know, motherhood, I don't think I naturally would say that I have loved 100% before, but it's the love I feel from being a mother has opened my eyes to a lot of things. I never used to identify with a lot of crisis. I never used to identify with other people's pains. Right. I never used to identify with their struggles. I know that I'm a very good person. I love to help people, but I would just help you for let me help you.
That I know.
You know, but being a mother, it opened me to feel. You opened me
feel.
to yes.
That's the word.
You opened me to feel. I think that's what I'm looking for.
Absolutely,
and it's been the most amazing journey.
I know,
ever.
I know, exciting. He always
not easy though.
He goes everywhere with you.
No, yeah, he's my handbag. Not easy. It's not been easy because he's a boy with so much energy.
Yeah,
like the mother. But
do you know what I like is that you say it's not easy. Admitting that it's not easy, but it just energizes you in another way. Yeah. Because some people think that it's wrong for you to admit that motherhood is actually difficult. But lovely, you know.
It's difficult.
It is.
Motherhood is difficult. It's one of the most difficult things in the whole world.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, I do not know how God bestowed upon women the strength to carry on. It's a selfless job, and you have to always. You never stop being a mom. No. You never stop being a parent, especially a mom. So yeah, it's something that we don't always want to admit. It's always the happy times you see on Instagram. It's always the happy times you hear we talk about. But,
So,
you know, there's a lot more we don't talk about
yeah.
when it comes to children,
It is.
motherhood. It's balance. It's multitasking.
Lot.
It's trying to be who you want to be with a child in your hands. It's trying to be head in the society with a child in your hand, and you're
Selfless.
running from here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a meeting and your child is, something is
In the
happening
school.
and you have to
leave.
you know, or sometimes you're on a trip. I know how many times I had to cancel a trip.
Really?
Like really get to my destination and fly back with the
again.
next flight because I have to be there.
Yeah.
So it's not been easy, but it's been beautiful. And the beauty of it all makes it easy.
Makes it easy. I think you just said it all, and a lot of women need to identify with that. Thank you so much for that. It's been interesting, but we'll be right back after this break. You're welcome back again to Women's World Show. If you're just joining us, here we use the breakthrough moment and word of a successful woman to inspire and motivate others. And it has been an interesting one. The only female king, Tonto Dikeh. Thank you so much again. And
You're
it's been
welcome.
juicy, you leading us into your word. Thank you for sharing that part of you,
You're
the
welcome.
motherhood journey. And you mentioned something about feeling. And that leads me to your foundation, the Tonto Dikeh Foundation. I have to take it to, first of all, on International Women's Day, on the 8th, you hanged out with a lot of women, 10 of the women.
Yeah, 10.
What inspired you to do that? Why the women? This is Women's World Show. I think that's why I'm going there.
Well, first of all, it was a celebration for the Women's International Women's Day. So
Yeah.
obviously they had to be women.
Yeah.
Now the question is, why did I pick those set of women? It's because I do a lot of things for the community already. I do a lot of things for people. I do a lot of things for women, single motherhood. And sometimes we celebrate the people who we feel like cannot or don't have, or physically we can see that, oh, they don't have a job. We forget to celebrate the people who are putting more effort in trying to make the society a better place.
Yeah.
Those women, pap sellers, they sell food. Without them, we wouldn't eat.
No?
They sell.
And I love the part.
They sell charcoals. Without them, we won't cook.
It's
They
true.
sell a lot of things. So I mean, those are strong, or those are strong women that needed to be celebrated. They needed they needed someone like me to tell them that they're beautiful. Someone like me to tell them that
And
they
you
are
did.
enough.
They came out amazingly beautiful, and
Thank you.
you people sat down and had a wonderful meal.
Yeah.
It's like I sound like a stalker, gosh. Okay, but you, apart from that, you extended your hand to single women. Being a single mom, has that inspired you to do that?
Oh yes, it has. Like I said, being a mother has opened up to my feelings. Naturally, I would have seen a single mother, oh, okay, you don't have money, your child needs something, I'll give you that. But I never used to feel the pain. But now, being a single mother, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of tax. I know what it is to lack. I know what it is to deprive yourself from a lot of things, so your child will be able to have a smile on his face, or children will be able to have smiles on your face. I know what it is. I know the suffering that we suffer. So it's a lot different now when I try to help a single mother. I'm helping you because I know,
You know how
I
it
am
feels.
there.
Yes.
I feel it. But the truth is, I grew above it.
Yes.
And you can.
But-
We
and-
all can.
We all can.
We all
And the
can.
truth is, that brings me, because you just mentioned you have been there. You started from somewhere. I'm going to take this back to Nollywood. Because that's where Tonto,
Yeah.
before the king, comes in. You started from somewhere, and are you still acting?
Oh, well, yes, you never stop being an actor. You know, never actually stop being an actor. Like I always say, I love Nollywood. It's something that's brought me to the limelight, even if it's not something that, at first, it was something that I love. No, I mean, because the contracts from being an engineer to being an artist, for me, it was an escape out of the house, out of my state, have a different life, and it turned out to be a success story. So yes, I'm still an actor, never will not be an actor, but I would not just take roles because I want to take roles. I've been there, done that. I did it too fast. I mean, there was no role I haven't acted.
That brings me to the Lionheart. I want to talk about it because
Oh my God, yeah.
It's like, for me, I think it was the next level. Because I was sitting at home. Actually, I remember we were in Marbella for holidays, and a friend of ours called and said, "Oh, Clara, I just watched a Nigerian movie." She's a white woman, and I never really expected her to watch. We just watched a Nigerian movie. I said, "What's the name?" She said, "Lionheart." I was like, "Really? Did you just watch Lionheart?" She said, "It's so cozy and nice."
Yeah.
So, do you think that's it, as in the next level? In my opinion, I think so. But is it to you?
It was an amazing movie. It
Yeah.
was a movie that I personally was proud of, and that's something that's rare. I really don't give a lot of credit to my industry, a lot of credit, because I am in it. I know how all of this thing goes. You know, it's different from when you're in it than when you're watching from outside.
Right.
So I know that there's a lot of changes, but it was a movie that I sat through in almost 7 years. I don't think I have seen a Nigerian movie, but I actually sat through it. I watched the movie. I had to rewind it. I had to pause anytime my son calls me. I had to pause anytime he needed something. Like, I didn't want to get distracted.
Exactly.
Now, that for me was a next level thing.
Great.
Because the angling of it, I was looking at it from an artist's eye. I don't know about the storyline.
Exactly.
I don't know about any other thing. I was looking at it from the angling, the camera,
the movement. There was movement.
The oh my God, everything. Even the picture quality. It really was a Netflix production. Like, it really was meant for something at the top. That's what I think. It was a beautiful movie, and congratulations, Jenny. I would never stop congratulating her on that. Yeah, she did good.
Yeah, that sounds great, and
She
sounds
did
like
good.
we're marketing the
But
movie more.
the storyline,
actually.
The storyline is more than what I want.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yes. But this was a beautiful movie.
Do you want to produce yourself? Or?
It's not something.
Are you thinking about it?
I have done that a couple of times.
Okay.
Yeah, I have done it a couple of times.
Because now you want a different thing.
It's not something that I like. I just like to be an artist. But definitely, I think I would, because I don't see what I want. So I think Genevieve has opened the door. She didn't see what she wanted, so she had to create what she wanted. So I think it's time for me to create what I want people to see me in, so that they can respect the fact that I'm this far and I can't go that low. So, yeah.
And that brings me to the going low. I'm taking it to social media. You always direct me to the right angle, because obviously you're a good artist. And social media, do you think that our Nollywood actresses are using their platform to motivate the upcoming actresses? Are they creating more avenue, or is it becoming more competitive for the young ones to actually get in?
I don't get to follow a lot of them. I don't get to know how they live their life or what they do, if they're encouraging. Right. I just stick to me. I don't have a friend in that circle. No. So it's all about work. I go, we smile, work is over, I come back home. So I don't know about what they feel, how they motivate, or how they empower the young ones. I know I do it, and that's all that matters. Yes.
I would love to know more how you came to that process, but I need you to grab your coffee and come on right back, because it's getting very juicy here. Until then, see you soon. You're welcome back again to Women's World Show. It's been an interesting one with the only female king, Tonto Dikeh. When you started acting, a lot of young women, there are a lot of aspirants who wants to become an actress or become whatever. But there are people who tend to make someone feel like it's easy to start off a business. It's smooth to be in the next level. What's your journey like? Aside from being, when you started the Nollywood, where did you have your breakthrough? And the young girl out there who is trying to become?
My breakthrough came after I emerged the first runner-up in a reality TV show. Determination came from just not wanting to go back home. Striving to,
I know that.
Yeah, once a woman's heart is determined, there's nothing she can do.
No.
I can't really trace back my success story, but every day has been a success, especially for my career. my life personally have had ups and downs, but my career has been a smooth sailing success ever since I came into the industry. And some people might say, oh, she's not been on TV for a very long while. Yes, I haven't been on TV for a very long while, but I have got a personality. I have got works that have kept me in the minds of people to today.
Yes.
You put me beside the best artist today on TV, the best actor today on TV. Put me next to the person. You won't see a lot of publicity there. You won't see a lot of comments there. And that's what we artists will live for.
Yes.
Whether it's negativity or it's positivity, at the end of the day, it's that I am in every mouth. I am in every TV.
I just love
I'm
it.
on every platform. So whether you're talking bad about me or whether
you're promoting me,
you're promoting me. No publicity is bad publicity at the end of the day. So I have not really done work professionally for a very long time. But I can tell you, I am one of the most relevant, still very relevant artists living.
That reminds me what I was saying.
How did that happen? I still don't know how that happened.
That reminds me what I was saying, because I was about to ask you, how did you came to the point of being, understanding, having this confidence?
When you have been through a lot, when you know where you have been and know where you're going to and know who you serve. I am born again, by the way.
Yeah.
My confidence comes at the fact that no man can do nothing to me that God has not said would happen.
Yeah.
Bad things might happen to me on the way. That's to test my faith. But it does not mean that God said whatever you said was going to happen to that girl would happen. No. So my belief in God gives me so much confidence. That's for one. Secondly, I'm damn beautiful.
Wow.
Thirdly, I've got a great body. Fourth, I've got money.
Wow.
Fifth, I use my platform to help other people, not just selfish with it for myself. So all of these qualities about myself make me a very bold woman. Confidence, top notch.
I wish a lot of women would sit down and express themselves, you introduce themselves.
I actually wish a lot of women would love themselves, because it comes from loving yourself.
It is.
It has to.
But I want to ask you, I don't know, a little bit, if you want to answer it, of course, the fuse between you and Mercy Johnson. But I've seen, I must also comment that, I've seen that there have been more interaction, positive interaction between you two. Is that settled?
Well, that was in the past.
Yeah.
I would actually say it was actually a very healthy competition. She was actually competition. She was not good. She is good. Yeah. As an artist, you always have a competition. So I wouldn't say it was a beef or a quarrel.
Right.
I think it was just two children having a very healthy competition. Although she was more mature than I am at that period, because she's been through a lot of life than I did at that time. She was more of the adult, so she handled it better than I did. I was still a child. I didn't know nothing. So yeah, I handled it like a big fool. Yeah, but today I would say she's a wonderful person. I would always say it. She's amazing. Actually, still the only artist I still dread.
Wow.
Probably.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm very good, and I'm a good actor.
No, you're a good actor.
I'm a good actor.
You
so
are, but
if I fear an actor,
you're a good actor, but
she's good. That's why I give it up to her. She's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, because I just love the way you admit your faults, and you've grown up so much. Jeez.
You have to. You have to. You have to admit, and you have to move forward. That's the only thing that makes me sleep well at night, because I've done a lot of things that I can't even be proud of myself. Having a child, and I tell myself, my son is actually going to read a lot of things. Those are wrong. Those are right. Those are manipulated. Those are upside down. But the only strength I strive in is that I grew above it all. And if I grew above it all, I was the bigger person at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, it's growth. It's the fact that you can't repeat the same mistake again. It's the fact that you've done it, and you can now make other people see that I've done it. You don't have to do it.
So this your foundation, the NGO,
Yeah.
you do it just on your own, or do you have like sponsors that work with you?
For the past 10 to 11 years, I have not had a sponsor. I have been doing it on my own, financially on my own.
That's amazing.
Yes, but say from last year to this year, I have seen tremendous change because a lot of people are knowing that, I'm putting in the work for real.
You're actually using
Yes,
it for something.
yes, so I think why people did not key into my vision then was because I didn't have I was not so strong on I didn't know the power of social media, or I didn't use the power of social media, because when you do things like this, you need to put it out there. People would think, oh,
you're showing off what you're doing.
You're helping so many people, you're showing off. No, people need to donate, because if I keep using my own money to do that, I too will go broke. I will become the homeless person that I'm trying to help.
Exactly.
So it's just that we need people to donate, and also showing the fact that other people have actually donated, and this is what we use your money for. Nobody has time to come and brag that you did something for a homeless person. I mean, if I do something for a millionaire, I will come out and brag about it because he has a long money, and I'm trying my best to meet up there and do something as big. It's actually no honor physically helping a poor person, because you are put there to do that. She can help you, they can help you.
And we all came from this. I did. Let me start with me. I did.
So I just think that helping people, it's just a hard thing. It's nothing more than that.
Okay, awesome, because I love the way you acknowledge all those work that you do and still are doing. Obviously, you shouldn't go broke because then you would. No, you won't, because then you will not be like the poor people that you're trying to help. We are trying to build a society that is stable and reach out to many people as much as we can. One woman at a time, one child at a time. It saves a lot. The last question about your king, your little king. How is it like being a celebrity mom at the school where he goes to? Are there celebrity moms as well? Because the challenge of trying to be normal mom.
I think other people see us as a celebrity more than we see ourselves.
Right.
I think people just are lost with the fancy, the Instagram. That's not my life. What I post on Instagram is not my daily life, because I'm not telling you how broke I can be sometimes. I'm not telling you how much I cry at night sometimes. I'm not telling you how many times I have been to the hospital because I felt like my son was going to die sometimes. It's more than that. I'm just a simple girl who just want to live.
So you relate with other moms?
Yeah, I do. Don't you?
I do. When we were running on the track.
I try as much as possible to even set the pace for other mothers to not feel like, you know what, I'm too busy for my child. If I'm not too busy for my child, I'm there at actually, only one time I have missed an event. Only one time in the life of my son, I've missed an event. And he's been in school for over 2.5 years. So, I mean, it's
still that you are very engaging.
I think it's you that see me as what I am. I'm just,
like I said,
I don't live that life.
Yeah, I grew up seeing you in this bigger picture, and that's why I think it will not clear, because you are who you are and you have that charisma that people will always admire, or I do. Or not everybody does anyways. But like you say, whether positive or negative, they promote you for who you are. And
not everybody like luxury. Come on. It's not cheap.
I think everybody does, but they don't want to admit it.
It's not cheap. Luxury and cheap.
Thank you so much. And Tonto, I would love to continue this conversation, but before we let you go, please, can you share one of the embarrassing things that happened to you in the light of letting go and laughing over nothing? What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you recently?
Most embarrassing thing that's happened to me recently.
You don't get embarrassed anymore.
The truth is, I'm very shameless. Everybody knows that. So it's not something that I'm a woman that you say she doesn't have shame. Just leave her. She doesn't care. So, but I'm just trying to see if something close to an event like that has ever happened. No,
Not really.
Not really.
Okay, so you've been embracing it and taking it all in,
Yeah.
accepting who you are, and that is, what's your advice to a young girl out there?
Believe in yourself. Everything starts with believing in yourself, trust me. Because if you don't, someone else will put a belief that they want you to believe in your head. And that way you would never reach or accomplish your goal because you are running someone else's race put in your head. And that's where that's where you stop living your life and you start living for someone else. That's when social media becomes all you want to do. That's when my lifestyle becomes what you want to live. There's some people who wake up every morning and say, oh, I want to be like Tonto. And I reply those comments immediately. I say, you better be better because you don't know half of being Tonto. Yeah, you don't know half of being Tonto. You have to be yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to find something that... I've made so much mistakes in my life. And I will keep making mistakes. It's not the end. I'm just not going to make the same one. The truth is we grow and we all have to grow. I grew by having something that grounded me. I was never grounded by anything. I never had parents who would ground me. I never had a job who would ground me. There's nothing. I grew up from nothing to a very large life. So I was never grounded in my life. But having a song grounded me. Having a song will stop me from fighting if I have to fight. Having a song will stop me from cursing. Yeah, having a song will stop me from cursing you out if I have to really curse you out. Having God and having a child has actually put a stop to a lot of things in my life. So, I mean, if you're a young person out there, loving yourself is one. Promoting yourself and talking to yourself every single day of who you want to be and where you want to be. And finding something that grounds you. Finding that one thing that would keep you grounded and know that, or keep you in check. It could be a thing, passion, person, religion, or whatever it is. But you need to stay grounded. Something has to put you in check.
With gift present, which is, please you just a little cup and say, I shared a part of me in Women's Watch Show with Clara. Thank you, and cheers.
Yeah.
So that has been very wonderful.
Thank you.
And we would love to have you some other time soon. And thank you so much for watching.